Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dan Lags, and welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Village. Guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be making some more building progress, as per usual. And let me go ahead and give you guys a couple of updates on what I've been working on since last episode. I did one stream since last episode, and on that stream I actually worked on building this new barn here. So this is actually going to be the barn inside the farmland. So the fence that you see wrapping pretty much all the way around this whole area and continuing over to here, this is all the farmland. And also, I think it's pretty clear that I planted some wheat. And this, I have to say, the wheat is looking really nice. I found a world edit command that allowed me to plant wheat in bulk. And holy moly, was it effective. So, probably going to be planting a little bit more wheat today, possibly. As well as just working on this farm area. I think I'm going to work on the farmhouse today. And I was also thinking about building some mountains as well. So, I might actually do some experimenting with some mountain building. Right off the bat here. So let's just see what I can come up with. But mountain building is something that I really enjoy doing, and it's kind of fun. So let me just go ahead and do some mountain building here. So the first thing I want to do is get a sphere of sand, okay? And I'm going to start by just building some sort of like rocky peak over here on this area of the farm, because I was thinking about actually just like doing a mountain range around this whole area of the map. Kind of running back over to there. So it's basically everything that you see on this side. Or maybe I'll do it over here. No, actually the forest is over there. So we'll do it over here. But let's just give this a shot and see if we can build kind of like a cool mountain peak. So we start off here with some sand. And obviously, as you can see, it's very, very large spheres that we're just going to be placing down. And the key to this is you want to start off just by placing some sand. And you might be wondering, well, this is not really a mountain. Like, what are you trying to do here? Well, I can tell you that it's just going to start to slowly turn into like almost like a peak. So it's going to be like kind of like a Mount Crumpet design here off the start. But I just wanted to experiment a little bit here on this episode and actually try to build a little mountain range right off the start here. Obviously, it's not really going to be a mountain range, but I'm just going to build something kind of small right off the start here that has kind of like a nice little peak to it, because these things are fun to build. So we'll kind of just let the sand drop, right? That's like the whole point of this. You place on the side, and the gravity will affect the sand, and it'll fall to your liking, and usually create some nice mountains. So I'll probably just make it go a little bit higher over here. Just kind of square it off a little bit. It's going to be a little bit of lag here with all these sand blocks being placed and falling at the same time, but that's about what I want right there. That's just kind of an example. So now what I'll do is I will take this position and I just kind of grab it real quick, and I'm just going to turn it into stone. So we're going to replace sand with stone, which is very cool, and I'll show you guys kind of how this works right here in a second. So let's go ahead and do / position 2, and then we'll replace sand with 1. So look at that. Now we have some sand. And now also I think we can do / naturalize, and I think that will also help it. Yeah, there we go. So that'll turn it into grass, which is very nice as well. So that looks pretty good. And then what we can also do is turn the brush into a smoother tool. So with brush smooth, and you can start to smoothen some things out, and just so it looks a little bit better overall. Honestly, this looks pretty good. The nice thing about sand falling is it kind of smooths itself out without really having to use this command. But, you know, I'll still kind of smoothen things out. Honestly, it looks pretty good. I don't really think I need to smooth it out very much at all. Maybe a little bit over here. But other than that, it looks pretty solid right now. And then what I'm going to do also is place some snow on the top of this thing. So the way I can do this, I think if I stand up on the top and just type in / snow, I'm pretty sure it'll just like layer the peak with snow. Oh wow, never mind. It actually goes like all the way down. Okay, hold on. Let's try doing this a little different. Let's go a little higher up. I don't know if it's like a radius. I think it's a radius. So let's try it from like up here. Okay, it still goes all the way to the ground. All right, we might have to use a different command for this. So I want to place some snow. The way I'm going to do this, I think I'm going to use the masking tool. So let's do brush, sphere. Let's do snow 3. And then let's mask that with grass. And I think that will work. Now if we start to, I think we can just place snow on this. Yep, there we go. Great. So that'll do it right there. So now we have snow being placed on this grass, which is very nice. I think that's how, is it? Oh wait, it's actually replacing the snow. Hold on. Huh, interesting. I guess it's replacing the grass. Yeah. Okay, so it's not, it's instead of, yeah, that's how masking works. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so we're just getting some snow placed down here on the top of this peak, and we'll take a step back and look at it. So that's kind of just like a little design. Like that literally took me, what, 5 minutes to build that? And just picture something like that kind of wrapping all the way around the farmland here, and just make it, just do like these peaks and valleys and just like hills and stuff like that. And I think it'll ultimately end up looking really nice. Ultimately, I think there's like a cave or something in there. I don't know how that happened. Let me smoothen that out actually. There's only one M in smoothed in. Alright. Yeah, this got all messed up here. I don't know how. What is going on here? Hold on. Let's just unbound that from everything. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. It got like messed up or something. Whatever. It's not that hard of a fix. Oh my god, maybe it is. This is like crazy. It's just whacked out. Well, regardless, you guys get the point. It might not be perfect at this very moment, but that's okay. And then another thing I can do actually is let me just actually unbound this pickaxe again. Unbound, whatever you want to call it. Let's do tree redwood. And let's place some redwood trees on this area. There we go. So we can just kind of place some trees along the edge of the mountain. It's going to be kind of hard with you cannot actually, they need some space to actually grow. So maybe we can put one right up here. Maybe another one right here. Tree can't go there. How about right here? Tree can't go there. There we go. So we can place some trees along the edge of the hills, and it'll work out kind of nice. Let's place another one right here. Tree can't go there. Whatever. So let's take a step back and look at it. This is pretty cool, right? So I'm thinking about doing something like this. I think I am going to have like mountain range wrapping around, and that's just a small peak. I can make them like massively tall. I think I will do that because I think it's just going to add some nice themes to the village. And maybe I might even just do like little peaks like that, you know, just like small ones, maybe like a few of those, because that honestly does add some nice character to this world. I do think just like a little, like just a jut of hill right there. I think it's cool. But anyway, now that that's out of the way, I just wanted to experiment. They're just doing a little bit experimental stuff here at the start of this episode, but I also want to work on some other things. That's not the only thing I have planned for today. Next up on the list, I want to actually start working on this farmhouse. And what I'm going to actually do is build it into the water a little bit. So we're going to do that right now. Also, I'm going to plant some more wheat later on in the video. So we'll see what we can come up with. I'm just going to try to like build a quick shell of this house. And I ultimately want to build a water mill on the river here. So I'm also going to open this up and connect it through. And likely I'm going to take the fence or something and run it through the water, and then that way like the cows and stuff can actually graze and like sit in the water. There's a farm actually kind of near my house in real life that's like that. They have fencing that actually goes like through a river, and the cows can like go out and lie in the water during the summertime and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Do something. I'm not saying that I live in a fantasy world, but just kind of like a modern day, you know, comparison, I guess, to what I'm planning on building. So let's start off here with a stone wall, and we got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. Let's make it 17. So 17 blocks going across. And you might be wondering what that rectangle of spruce wood is behind me. That was my original plan for this for the size of this house, but it's actually going to be this right here, so we can just ignore that. And other things that I want to add to the farm, we're going to add some outdoor cow pens and things like that. And just kind of like this whole area over here is going to be like just like a field for the cows to run around. So I'll have some like hay patches and like a couple of trees, maybe some bushes, and I might ultimately, I'll probably stop the pathway here and maybe just put some dirt down or something. I'll do like a mix of some coarse dirt, regular dirt, just really make it feel like some farmland in this village. And then, you know, of course, we got to get back to, you know, building everything over here. So we still got a lot more to do, but let's just focus on what we're doing today. This village just has me like so excited to build it. It really is fun doing something like this. I'm also going to extend this out 2 extra blocks here. So let's just start with a little base. And this is going to go off the ground a little bit. That way, you know, it's a little elevated above the water level. So if I come, let's say, let's go like right here and take a log out 4 blocks. This is where I'm going to do the water mill design. So like this into the water, and you know, we'll have the actual like circle of it later, but that's going to be like the spot for it. And I'm also going to grab some spruce, so actually it's just a regular oak wood. I'm going to grab that as well. By the way, the barn over here, it's not done on the inside or anything, but you know, I built this on my stream, my most recent stream, and just like the preliminary stuff, so I'll continue to finish that up off camera. But yeah, I gotta say, this little peak here, I think it works. Definitely think it works. We'll definitely be building more of those for sure. All right, so I'm gonna take some pillars of wood going up through here and just kind of do a perimeter of wood going down through here, and we'll actually just ultimately drop this into the water, which is fine. All right, and then we'll have this run down. So yeah, ignore this this square for now. And let's do some edge logs coming across like that. And what I'm going to do is probably put like a balcony back here. I think I'm going to do that. So we'll have a few blocks like that. Actually, you know what? Let's not do a balcony. We don't need one. We're not going to bother with that. And I'm probably going to have some wood going across here, or maybe some white wool as well. But let's have this go down. We're going to have the balcony in the front of the house here. So I'd like this to be a fairly large build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 blocks, I think will work. That'll work. So it's 15 by 19. So a nice little rectangle. It'll work great. And we will take this down this way. So start with the perimeter, and then we'll start to add some details. But just want to get this house started today. I don't really have any plans on, you know, finishing it or by any means, but if I can just get the start of it put in, that would be fantastic. Let's go ahead and just quickly get this cobblestone wall here on the bottom of the build filled in here. So we're just going to do a quick set 4 for each one of these into the ground. Set 4. There we go. And also allow me to scrap this part right here, just so it's a little bit easier for us to picture what we're doing. Get rid of this whole thing. All right, cool. So what I would like to do personally is have a balcony over here. So let's see, we have a 3-block separation there, which is perfect. Take this up 3 blocks here as well. Same thing over here. We'll have this go all the way to the edge of the house. Take this up. And we're going to have a balcony here. And we'll have like the front door of the house be somewhere right around where I'm standing now. And there's going to be a staircase here on this side that will take you up to the balcony where you can get to the front door. But I'll also have like a cellar door down over here by the water that will connect as well. So we'll have, you know, multiple ways to get inside the house. All right, so we'll take this down and connect it right on through. So now let's make some spots. So I think I'm going to go 5-block separation. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I believe this is going to be 7. Okay, so we do have to readjust this a little bit. Let's put it here. So this makes 5. This is now going to be 7. Yep, and that's 5 again. So 5, 7, 5. That might work. We can do 6, and we can do 3 6s actually. Let's do that. So it'll be 6. Okay, so 3 separations of 6 blocks. I think that works a little bit better. So we will do that. Or we can do, you know, 4s. I think 4s might be better overall. Let's try 4s. So if we jump 4 blocks away, it'll be right here as well. And then there's in the middle of this, we can do a 4. Yeah, 4 4s I think is better than 3 6s overall. So we'll go with that instead. And I'm going to take these pillars and run them out. But yeah, I just love the theme of fantasy builds. I mean, it's just a relaxing thing to build. I don't know. I really got to find more time to work on this thing. I've been focusing a lot on LD, and I really love building the fantasy village. So I really got to find more time to get progress done on this place, because I have not been working on it very much, and I want to. It's kind of weird. Usually if I'm not working on something, it's just because I don't feel like working on it. But like this build is like I want to work on it, but I just haven't had the time. So I'm glad that I can just, you know, get on this every once in a while and make progress. But I think I am going to dedicate one of these days to just like really grinding this thing out and getting like 4 or 5 more buildings put in and finished and furnished. Get the landscapes done for everything. Build those mountains. You know, do all of those things and get just really close to finishing this thing. Because, you know, I definitely think I can finish it soon. It just really just depends on how much time I put into working on it. All right, so let's make a little 3x3 thing there. Take this out, and we will take this up right here. So the staircase is going to be here, I think. Is where I'm going to have it come up. So we'll have that like so, and then I'm going to put the staircase right here. So let's build that real quick, and then we'll see what we have. We'll see what we have, and we'll go from there. Okay. So let's get this put in. And as far as the watermill, I'm not 100% sure how to build those. It's been a while since I've done a watermill. I know I've done some cool ones in the past. I mean, I have built cool fantasy stuff in the past, so I know I can build something cool. I just have to remember actually how to do it. So, all right, that's pretty good. What I'm going to do is find the middle of this and take a block up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is the middle. So we're going to have this go straight up and through, since there's going to be a pointed roof right here. Pointed roof. Same thing on the other side. Get this taken up right here. So we'll figure out exactly where the pointed roof is going to connect, but it'll be the same as all the other builds in terms of the design for it. In fact, this build is going to be kind of similar to this one over here in a way. It's going to be pretty similar to this one, I would say, in terms of like overall design, in terms of like how I did the porch and everything like that. So I would say expect something like that when it's finally complete. All right, I filled in the floor here with some spruce wood. We have the staircase coming up here. So really the next thing I have to do is start to fill in these walls and get this roof figured out. So that's pretty much the next step. Let's see. I want to take this up 3 blocks. So we're going to have this go down and connect all the way across to the end. We're going to continue to connect our logs here like so. I might even actually just run this straight through. And we'll connect. I was actually going to do that anyway, but not in that order. And then we'll have this run across here as well. So yeah, this will be good. This will work. I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do some white wool designs. Probably something similar to what you see up there, where I have the shutters and then the white wool. I might actually just experiment with this for just a second real quick. Let's do... Hold on, let me fly back over here and take a look and see what I actually want to do with this. All right, so my plan, I'm going to start off just by filling this in with some wool and just see how it looks. And maybe even white wool might not even be the best choice. Maybe I can use another color wool. I mean, we have other options. I can use brown wool maybe. I think that was something I was wanting to try. Using brown wool as like the texture of the build instead of white, since it's the same texture, just a different color. And honestly, you know, I feel like that would work even. So let's just try brown for this build. Maybe it'll fit the theme of the barn a little bit better. Sorry, sheepy. In fact, where's Jeb at? I wonder where he's been. I'm pretty sure he's still over there in his like little cave that I built for him on the other side of town. But yeah, let's try some brown wool. Let's just mix up the colors a little bit. Why not? All right, so we got that put in. Let's go ahead and add some windows. Let's just do 1 block openings like that, and then I'm gonna grab some slabs. Let's get some of those. We'll just do, wait, is those nether brick slabs? I want to take a look at those actually. It's kind of interesting. What do nether brick slabs look like? It's like It's like almost like burnt. It's like burnt stone or like charred. I like it. All right, so I'm gonna place some windows like this. Also gonna place some slabs through here, kind of as a little design. And that's pretty good. Maybe even some more on these corners. Something like that. Not too bad, not too bad. Also might even do an upside down stair below the window instead of the slab. Alright. Something like that. I think it works okay. Not too bad. And then above that I'll probably use, or maybe I'll use wood for that, and then above I'll use the wool. But that's okay. I think I can work with that. Alright, and then let me grab this back here. Gonna take this down to the ground here. Don't get in my way, sheepy. Okay, and then there's gonna be a door, by the way, like right here that opens up into the cellar, which we will do that later. But pretty good start here. I still am gonna use the gray stained clay for the roof of this. Keep that in mind. So I will be taking it up probably something like this, and then having the stairs go up. I want to try to connect the roof of the balcony to the actual roof of the house, which could be a little bit challenging, but I think it could potentially come together pretty nicely when it's all said and done. So last thing I'm going to do for today, guys, is just plant some more wheat, and that will wrap things up for today. All right, so the way I plant the wheat, I use two pickaxes here. We have the wooden pickaxe, which lays down the farmland, and the diamond pickaxe, which lays down the wheat. So I'll give you an example. Let's lay down the farmland here, and then we're going to place the wheat right behind it. It's pretty simple, honestly, and it works out real nice in terms of how to plant this. So I'm just going to plant a little bit more basically around this area here. Just make sure that this is all coming in, and it does quickly turn back into dirt, which is why I have it like that. Let's go ahead and take this a little bit further out. There we go. Maybe just like one more tab right there. And that will connect nicely to the barn just around the corner. I'm just trying to make it like perfectly around the farm. All right, that's nice. So right up against the barn, and then pretty much right up against the house as well. I don't think I'm going to put any over here. I just wanted to expand it just a little bit, just kind of circling the barn here. Place a little bit back at the barn as well. There we go. All right, sweet. So that'll do it pretty much. That'll work for this build so far. And the fence is basically holding everything in. There's a little bit of wheat leaking through the fences, which I'll fix up. But I gotta say, it's looking pretty good. So there's one more thing that I want to build today, guys. One more thing, and then we're gonna wrap it up. And that thing is some scarecrows. We're gonna build some scarecrows, which I think could be pretty cool. So let's get some fences out. Let's do some spruce fences, spruce wood, and I'm trying to think of what other things I can use. Oh yeah, let's get levers for the scarecrow hands. And scarecrows have hats typically. Not sure how I do that. Can I put a flower pot maybe on top of the jack-o'-lantern? All right, so let's see. Let's build one scarecrow right here, see how it comes together. So I was thinking about doing something like this. This was my scarecrow. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. My scarecrow idea right here. Something like that. I like it. The jack-o'-lantern's face looks a lot meaner on the hotbar than it does like actually. That's interesting. I wonder what the regular pumpkin looks like then. Maybe the regular pumpkin doesn't even have a face yet. Duh. Okay. But that's gonna be our jack-o'-lantern design, or not our jack-o'-lantern design, our scarecrow design. So I'm gonna have a bunch of those in the field so the crows can't come down and peck at the wheat, since that's not what the farmer wants. But you know, it's coming together. We have the windmill, we have the barn already built. We need to detail the barn, and then we have the farmhouse, and then you know the whole field for the cows, and the farm area is gonna be like done. Then we can go back and work on the main part of the village. We have to fill this area here in between the Imperial Keep and Town Square. We have to fill those things in with some houses as well along this road, and finish, you know, furnishing some stuff. I just want to make this a very dense village. Gonna add lots of things. Gonna add probably more of these trees as well, the taller trees. I think they fit the theme of this village very nicely. as opposed to, like, let's say I built one of these on the college campus, which I'm not sure it fits as well. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Fantasy Village. It's been Dan Lags. I love building this series. It's so fun. And for those of you who watch it, I really appreciate it, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying it as well. So leave a like if you did enjoy the video, guys, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace out.